This is Stone-Faced Reactions. I'm Theta, that's Shy. Here to react to another episode of Summertime Render. It's been 2 weeks since the last time we watched an episode. You remember what happened last time?
No. Instead of doing my recap, I was watching Cyberpunk.
Alright, let's try and think seriously and not like people who hate the show that they started watching. Last episode, what's her name? Starts with a K. The girl who never opens her eyes and has two baby servants. Crawled through a sewer to escape death to earn Shinpei. No,
Yeah.
was
This is
it?
this is the time reset where author dies and they have to move forward without them, right?
Right, didn't warn
And then
Shinpei, warned the author.
Yeah, and then the
No,
brother's ghost is inside Shinpei.
sorry, I'm wrong again. Not the author. Warned the other group, comprised of Shinpei's adopted sister and
Was it
others.
her or the Shadow Mio? I can't remember.
God, and I wanted us not to be so wrong that the comments would hate us again. And we're getting the first things wrong. Alright. But yeah, no, you're right. The author, died, and her brother, which is not a ghost, is,
Functionally, he's a ghost. Anyway,
well, as I've
sorry.
clearly
Her
been,
brother's shadow.
as the comments have so clearly beaten down into me, multiple personalities don't have powers. That's just stupid. And not a ghost, but some sort of new weird shadow that we've only been introduced to visually.
Sure, but in every essence and function of what it does, it's a ghost. It might be a shadow, but it's a ghost.
Well, what is a ghost but a shadow of life?
Bro.
So it's reminded me of that, what is grief but love something something something?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I feel like you could put any two contrasting themes into that quote and it would sound
It
prosy.
was a popular thing after somebody had said it, and about after a character or somebody real, probably somebody real, died. What is grief but the love of a person who's no longer there to something I can't remember. It's very touching. I just don't remember it.
Alright, we can look it up later.
Woke up 4 minutes ago.
Yeah, be patient.
Nobody loves the excuses. Probably they skip over this front part and they go to the show. You could say, "Oh, I caught Ebola," but despite my lungs, heart, and stomach melting in my chest, I decided to come here for the review. And then you say something later, and they don't give a fuck about the Ebola part. It's just that, god damn it, I came here to watch a reaction to the show that I love. Why are they getting it wrong?
Well, in my defense, I'm just really stupid.
In my defense, hate is still a reaction, right?
It is a very big reaction.
But yeah, no, I mean, what did we really leave off on last time?
I don't even really remember the note that we left off on. I just remember being really frustrated about ghost transference and Ushio's got like two shadows and like
Oh yeah, Ushio came back Bayonetta style.
yeah, I didn't think about it that way, but you're right, that was very Bayonetta style.
No, I think I said it that she was like using her hair like Bayonetta, and you were like, she always does that. And I was like,
Yeah, she always did that. That's like her primary form of offense.
I don't remember it, but I'm sure I'll get wiped out in the comments.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite powers, so I was pretty excited about it.
All I remember is her like cutting her hair off and turning it into things.
That also. She has very magical hair.
Yeah, I mean, she just turned into the ability to do anything, but never mind. Not gonna speak negative about it. Apparently, it's a facet of the show everybody loved.
You know, someone's got to dislike it, right? Might as well be us.
I mean, nobody else apparently saw the downhill slope that we're staring down, but apparently it was all vertical slopes here.
I mean, everyone thought that Attack on Titan was straight uphill too, but anyway.
Well, any other thoughts that are surely going to net us more viewers?
No.
All right, well
I
then
only know how to chase them away.
let's just get into it then. Right into the intro, as we already knew, or I already knew, since it started auto playing on me.
Oh yeah, it's right into the intro.
Why did it take you that long to confirm it? Are we on different times already?
No, we're not. I just I blinked for a second. That was just brain lag.
Alright. I just don't want to be 20 minutes into this and realize you're finishing the episode. And I'm
No.
4 minutes out.
We're good.
I'm sure there's a subset of people who started watching the show and they hated the beginning and they're excited for the end.
Probably.
It's all this boring mystery shit. Cool, now they're fighting.
I mean, I can be that way with certain series too, but it all depends on the impression I'm given, you know?
Well, it just seems like it would also be harder to get into the show, so this means you have to go through 7 episodes that you didn't like.
How convenient.
That's right, just laughing through the stacking PTSDs that she has to be going through. I'm dead. I watched my real life me die. I'm gonna die in 6 days. I'm a reflection of another person. I just died again.
Just keep dying again, over and over. Goku style.
この前はよくも後ろからやってくれたな。今度こそ負けへんで。だこら。私のハッキングで鎧を消す。
I don't remember the significance of a bracelet.
I don't either. It's been a minute.
But what's really confusing me is that Iron Blood Orphans has a bracelet thing going on, so...
Yeah, you should have. You should have killed all of them when you had the chance.
Especially now that we know that you can kill people via connection to the air, so...
牛よ、その成長が裏目じゃ。おかげでこの場で殺してしまえる。
彼女の刃は確かに脅威ですが、私の山彦、相打ちならこちらは鎧を失うだけですね。
And your arm?
しかし私の刃
Are they
は
both levitating?
Now she just jumped and now we're in slow-mo.
Right, is he...
Standing on air.
Okay.
Not standing on air, sorry, standing on water. This has been a lot of that, what I'm seeing where Goku teleports back to Earth and just has the power to touch Krillin on the head and give him all his memories.
At least we've got a legitimate track record of memory sharing in the show. You know, it's not just out of nowhere anymore. Yeah, he's straight up levitating.
Didn't see that. Alright.
That's weird.
Everyone has the powers of Superman, which is
やっぱりわからんみた
they
い
can do anything you haven't seen them do to not do before.
手形の位置を隠せるってことや。じゃあな。
Wait. No, serious question. How does he keep getting time back? Every episode it's like, oh, I'm at the edge, I can't die. Why is he so
Well,
ready to
if the
do it again?
comments are to be believed, they clearly stated how many times he can jump back, and we're just dumb. So I'm just gonna lean back on.
They've
Oh.
said so many times, oh, I'm right at the edge. And I know that he gets more time the further forward he goes from the last time he died, but has it really been that much? It's been about 10 minutes since the last time he died.
Oh, that guy's dead.
大丈夫かそう死んでる。
いやいや、
中はどんな感じ？
けったいな感じやで。中は真っ暗で何も見えやん。でも外の音はよう聞こえる。
真っ暗なんは。
Like I said, if the comments are gonna call me dumb for not understanding, then I'm just gonna be dumb. So
戦闘はギルに任せとけば大丈夫
I mean, I've already
ですよ
established I am.
龍之介さんの2秒予知と合わせれば、俺でもしれと戦えるかもしれない。
シンクロ中にギルが負ったダメージは操作主に伝わってしまいます。十分注意してください。
あとはほんまにギルの中に入ったら手形の信号を隠せんのかどうかやな。
せやな。
試したいけど信号が消えるとハイネが気づく。あんまり早いと考察の時間を与えてまうし。うん。2時間は見ときたいな。
ギル自体が見つかるってこと？
ギルの気配は他の野良と変わらんから、野良がおっても不自然じゃない場所ならバレやんはずや。
この
Right, there's only like
森の中にやな。
もしバレたら？
4 strays?
よし。
出たとこ勝負。
So it's not like there's that much
いろんな可
room
能性
to
を
hide
踏
them
まえ
in.
て臨機応変でいく。
No, unless Stray just refers to like any run-of-the-mill
俺が連
shadow.
れて帰る。
Well, I figure it has to be the shadows that are not controlled by them.
I agree with you. I just have to assume if they're talking about hiding a leaf in the forest.
新平。
I don't know. It's the only thing I can think of.
ほんまか？シンペイ、どうなった？後ろは？
新平君？
新平の確信。野良の中に潜んで手形を隠し、牛尾の捜索をしておると思ってた。そして牛尾を2人に増やし、昼子堂に乗り込む気やと。じゃが違うぞ。
ループしたんですね、ハイネ。一体何を見てきたんです？
奴の確信は。
牛尾！
みんなただいま。
おかえり。
ん？
どっから来たと思う？俺が。昼子堂じゃ。
I think it'd just be
リスタート地点を昼
How
子
do
堂
you
に設定しておったんじ
you
ゃ。
figured out how to set a
野良の
restart
中に
point?
一刻も潜んでおったのは、それを隠すため。
That's not a
そして
power
ル
he
ープを
had
利用
before,
して
right?
牛をわしの喉元に差し寄った。
sorry, I didn't read that was happening until you said it anyway,
昼子の
so
本体を叩く。
your understanding is further on mine. I was thinking more that I would be more into it if they didn't have all these weird ass powers.
カリキリさん。
That if he was struggling as a mortal man
あちらへ。
against unsurmountable odds, I'd be well more into the ultimate success
大丈夫
that
で
it
すか？
seems like they're going for.
ゲリ美女、ちょっとトイレこもってきます。
あれよ、若の裏飲みます？
あとは頼んだぞ。
えらいこっちゃがな。
Oh wow, now a shrine priestess.
って妙な感じやな。
バレたかな、私らの作戦。
ああ、バレてやな困る。これで奴らの最優先は確実に俺らになる。俺らを殺すまでは上で虐殺を始められやんはずや。
No, but
So
yeah,
this is the day of the festival, right? The 24th?
I think so.
ギルが影の気配を感知。
No, yeah, I mean, like I said, if it stayed till like
やはり
Invasion of the Body Snatchers level, where their power was only being able to copy you,
はあ、こいつ
I would have been a lot more in.
Honestly, I was fine with even like the replication thing too. Like that kind of made sense to me. If they're copying, you know, have a face power, I guess. But woo, man, shadows can do a lot.
はあお前を置いていけるかよ
はよ行け中てるやろがこんなとこでもたもたしてる場合か
わかった。
ありがとう。
いえ、お礼言うんは私の方です。ありがとうございました、新平さん。こんな私を許してくれて。
トキコ死ぬなよ。
お兄ちゃんこそみんなの足引っ張らんといてよね。アイネに無理やり起こされて
I like that nightmare creature. That thing's pretty cool.
行くよ、キル。私らの手で。
Yeah, it reminds me of one of the two people in Beetlejuice when they go to the afterlife and, you know, fuck themselves up.
Totally. I know exactly the one you're talking about.
海と境内からすごいスピードで来る。
I should watch that sometime this month. It's spooky month.
私がやってみる。手離せ。
牛尾、その手。
あぶな。逆にハッキング仕返された。この壁はヒルコ自身の肉なんや。
くそ、ここまで来て、このすぐ向こうにヒルコがおるっちゅうのによ。
One of the problems of watching on my main screen is that slightly dark things go completely dark. So, on my main one, they're just standing in front of a pitch blackness. So I have to look over here. Well, yeah. They look shadow stuff.
Yeah, I missed that earlier on the beach scene.
Well, that's why I was commenting on the beach thing. Well, yeah, because it was doing that weird breakdown thing that showing shadows do.
Yeah, honestly,
That's why I commented on it. Yeah.
I just totally didn't connect the dot. I was like, oh, it's an anime thing. A character showed up and they needed to. I thought it was just a trope.
急ぎましょう。長いこと生きてきて私にも確信があります。未だかつて最後まで破られやんかった試しがないんですよ。結界注文は。
やったか。
行こうか。火薬とステーキみたいな匂いする。
やめてくれ。ステーキ食えんくなる。
ラズベリーとかラム酒みたいな匂いもあるな。
そんなええもんちゃうわ。伏せて、姉さん。
Because you're always the first to die, so you get down first.
Oh, Sniper Grandpa has a shotgun.
Well, he's been completely useless as a sniper in the past, so.
Man says, screw it, I'm going melee.
未来の自分やったらどうするか考えて決断せい。ほなら後悔はない。
ここを頼みます。
おう、龍之介によろしくな。みっともないの。お前、正人、それとも岩尾、お前か。
そんなんどっちでもええやろ、金棒よ。幼馴染のよしみや。どけ。お前の悲鳴は聞きたない。なめんなよ。通りたかったら、わしを殺してからいかんかい。
Like you have every time in the past.
Still, you know, I like Grandpa getting a showdown with the guy who's been killing him the whole time. He deserves that.
Yeah, it's up to his well 2 minutes of screen time.
More than he usually gets.
頭が割れる。ヒルコの気配。
which has never done that to you in the past.
Oh, it's because of Ryunosuke in his head now.
お姉ちゃんに改造されて操られんくなったら、それまで心地よかったお母さんの声がものすごい不快な音に変わった。私は影やからその不快さだけ感覚から消せるけど、しんちゃんにはどないもできやん。
そんな。
はよ終わらせよう。
牛尾、大丈夫なんか。
平気。私の気配だけに集中して。
Oh, so she's a light creature now?
Sometime before this is over, she's gonna get T-pose. Because I feel like they're making her into like Jesus.
The Shadow Jesus.
ありがとう。
お姉ちゃんも同じ波長の信号を出して中和した。なんでそんなことできんの？
牛尾。
Because she's the other half. They're two halves of the same goddess. I like the theory. I'm running with it.
I don't know. The theory that I keep seeing over and over again is that Ryunosuke is the other half. Because he's the eyeball that came out during the flashback.
Yeah, we talked about that.
What's that? Old man's dead already? Who would have guessed?
We've seen him die so many times on screen, they're not even giving it this time. They're just like, you know what happened.
Yeah, because in reality, it's really hard to fight somebody you can see even 5 seconds into the future.
前回シデの攻撃がことごとくかわされたのもこのため。その気になればヒズル同様肉体の強化も可能。新平自身がわしらと戦える力を手に入れたこと、それが奴の確信。やってくれたなヒズル。ハイネに見られてる限り龍之介さんの2秒予知は決定打にならない。予知して伝えても観測されてかわされる。でもそれでいい。牛尾の刃の恐ろしさは前回身をもって知ったはず。当たればシデだって致命傷だから。シデもハイネも俺たちの動きに集中せざるを得ない。そこで気づかれないようにハイネをキルゾーンに誘い込む。さっきがダダ漏れじゃぞニオ。この距離ならば影の位置は全て把握。岩の裏にネイルガンのコピー。そこにもう
Really has turned into a shonen anime. Right down to the slow down fight scenes so we can explain everything.
Yeah. I mean, it is cool. Like, I'm not gonna talk shit about it. Like, it's cool at least. I like that this kid gets the first real hit on that arm.
I don't know, I think it goes back to like the original like Naruto training arc, or the tournament arc. You know, back when everybody only has one power, so it's about finding out how these two things go against one another. And now we might as well be shipping with this stuff, where everybody just has an unknown set of powers.
I was gonna say it's like Dragon Ball, where everyone has the same kind of powers, just under a different color. Like at this point. It is a cool scene though, I'm gonna be honest. Getting real girl modern vibes.
感じる。ハイネの痛み、渇き、悲しみ、 帰りたいんやろ。故郷に帰れば流れる時間がなくて、あんたは滅びずに済むもんね。永遠の世界で家族と一緒に、大好きな人と一緒にずっと暮らせたらええよな。でもごめん、私らは分かり合えやん。
あんたのこの手は誰かを傷つけるんちごてね。手つないだり撫でたり抱きしめたりするのに使ってほしいな。
Oh, we get 3 more episodes because Lucio decides to not do the thing.
消えていく。トロがハイネが私にくれた鎧がハイネがやられた。ハイネ。
Oh!
お母さんが死ねば私は消える。
Yeah.
バイバイ。
I just like the
しんちゃん。
that dissonance between the two. One cries stop and they stop. But they're good? Yeah, it's don't stop.
悪者やっつけたのに、これで終わったのに、涙止まらへん。
藤尾、その目は。先輩、
待って、消えてへん。私もお姉ちゃんも。お母さんがまだ生きてる。
何やて。
手加減したな、お姉ちゃん。熱い右目が。新平。
俺の右目と後ろの右目からこの気配は。
So Hine was a Triclops? She had 3 eyes, see what?
そんな。
なんでまだ動いてる。シーデの中身は2人とも確かに殺したのに。
不死身か。
I mean, alright, they've been setting Shide up to be the bad guy for like 3 episodes, it's fine.
I guess I'm just gonna be hated. None of this is set up, right?
I wouldn't say set up, but they've been saying for 3 episodes, hey, by the way, it's Shide, actually.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just... all these powers, all the shit that we're just hand-waving is... yeah, they can do it because they can do it. None of it's set up. It's unwarranted. It's unrewarding.
The powers just kind of pop up when they need to pop up.
I don't like it. Hate me, I don't give a shit. I don't like it.
I kind of agree, like...
The powers made sense in the beginning because it's like... they're explaining it by doing it, but... then they just started
like,
extrapolating it.
I don't know, like... at some point, the powers aren't even really, like, shadow-related.
Yeah, it's like you think...
Like this episode, she fixed the sound in his brain by lighting up...
well,
lighting up the opposite of a shadow.
well, sending out a signal at the exact same
Yeah.
frequency, which is... I don't know. What's the next episode called? Because, you know, I don't look ahead.
The next episode is called...
All night long. All night. Real emphasis on what's going down next episode. She's lonely. Well, I guess I'll just have to wine and dine her.
I'm crying.
But yeah, no, I mean
that's what Shide was doing with that child all this time.
It starts off with like, what do shadows do? Well, what if your shadow was a bad guy, right? What if that thing that's always behind you can't evade is actually your enemy? It's like, okay, that's a scary premise. Well, what can it do? Well, what if it can just replace you? Well, that's scary. Okay, sure. And somebody along the way had to ask, I guess, how? I don't know, maybe when it makes contact with you, it takes all your memories and then erases your body. Like, sure, okay. They have to get rid of the original you somehow, so why not? We'll just do that. Alright, well, I've written myself into a corner now, I guess. Better start giving him more powers.
Yeah, because I don't know, like...
Like, what if they do that Never-Ending Story 2 thing? Where they travel at the speed of darkness.
I don't know, it's just like, the first, like, 7, 8 episodes we were talking about, right? They're doppelgangers, that's what they are. Like, cut and dry. They are literally doppelgangers. They're shadow people. They will kill you, take your memories, replace you. That's what they did. That's what we had going. And it's just like, I feel like it's just so gone from the initial concept.
I mean, the coolest thing that they did was like, what if the bodies we see are actually the shadow's shadow? Like, the shadow is still the shadow on the ground, but their version of the shadow is the body that's walking around that we're not used to seeing.
Right.
It's like, oh, that's pretty cool. So then you attack the shadow on the ground to hurt them. And that's where they should have stopped. Yeah, because they're like, okay, well, we need more stuff. Well, we already have them copying people. What if they just copy everything as well? Oh, it's like, well, why?
Like, is the island a shadow? Like, at this point, that's probably like a big plot twist coming up.
I'm sure somewhere in like a writer's room or whoever writes this thing was like, well, you know what? Everything has a shadow, right? I pick up my cup, and the cup has a shadow. Why can't everything be shadows? No, like,
to an extent, I get that.
I don't. That's stupid. That's just stupid thinking. It's like,
I don't know. At this
point, I understand.
Your copy-paste power isn't limited to organic or inorganic matter. You can do both. That's basically what it means.
No, I mean, I don't like that. I didn't like when that started. But I also don't like the concept of everything has a shadow. Why can't everything be a shadow? It's like, no. In the same way that I'm alive, I'm made of matter. Why isn't all matter alive? Like, no. No, let's just say, maybe they can hide in other shadows. That would have been acceptable to me. In the same way that I can walk under a tree and my shadow disappears in the shadow of a tree. I'm not asking for like tree ants to suddenly come alive and shadow trees to start moving.
Like, here's what I'm gonna say, because like, even if I'm in the majority, even if I'm in the like 0.5% of people that think this show is bad, I really have to stick by it. And I think one thing that's making people think that this show is good is because the fight scenes, the action scenes are dope. They are really good. But just because the fight scenes are good doesn't mean that the content makes sense. It's not... It's cohesive enough that, like, it looks like there's something there, but it's not cohesive enough that it's solid. That's just the way that I'm feeling it.
I mean, I'll go on record just to say I don't think the show's bad. At its worst, it's still better than Yuri Deco or Tomodachi Game or things like that. It just
feels like the concept of what the main enemy is just doesn't... They are whatever they need to be. They're just whatever they need to be for the story. Instead of, they are a thing, and here's how they're shaping the story because of that. The story's shaping them.
Yeah. They had a very tight, narrow story going on in the beginning. And then for no reason, they expanded out to do anything else. They could have kept it real tight, real, bare bones, no fat on the bone. Right?
This could have been a really excellent 12-episode short series, I think.
Yeah. Or even a non-ended show, right? What if Shinpei doesn't... Shinpei doesn't finish. He doesn't solve the mystery. He just kills himself, and we're left ambiguous as to whether he had more jumps back or not.
Unfortunately, this is being overseen by Disney, so I think it's going to have some kind of cheesy happy resolution rather.
I don't see the Disney hand in any of it.
I know, but they own it, so they're probably just gonna be like, yo, it's gotta end a certain way. They be doing that. I'm not saying for sure, but I mean they have a tendency, you know?
Right, I just don't know. I think they own it as in they own the property. I don't think that they have a directing hand in it. In the same way that Netflix owns a bunch of stuff. As in they bought something that was already made and not something that they had any creative control over.
I hope they don't have creative control, but I don't know. At this point, I don't know. I don't know if the show's gonna bring me back in. I do like the action scenes. I'm definitely staying for the action scenes. But I feel completely disconnected with the world and the story and the pacing. Completely disconnected.
I mean, I'm not disconnected in the fact that I have something to complain about still.
I mean, my disconnection is my complaint, I guess.
I would say if I was completely disconnected, I wouldn't have anything to complain about, because complaint is still care, just in its most horrible aspect.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm looking through the comments and people are just gassing this show up, and I just can't relate. Maybe it's just not for me then. I don't know.
That's probably why the show's numbers on our channel have fallen off heavily, because
everyone loves it and we don't.
Well, people probably in for our enthusiasm and mystery solving, and then we started to fall off on the show, so all of our comments started turning into hate or dislike, and we stopped keeping up with the stuff. So people keep hitting us back, started hitting us back with, this is obvious, these are things that they said, you're just not paying attention anymore because you don't like the show. And that's where the comments stopped coming back, and the views started declining. So, it is what it is.
I mean, when you have an opinion that separates from what everyone else thinks, they're not gonna want to hear it. That's just how it is. Most people don't want to hear a counterpoint from the one that they think.
Unless
and I'm not even saying that you're in the wrong for liking it. I just don't think it's a very well executed series.
Unless that the people who are saying it are very entertaining, and we are not.
Nah, I'm just vibing.
One of the reasons that we named this stuff Stone-Faced Reactions. We knew what we were. We knew what we were when we got into it. We're riding on the backs of more interesting content. You got anything else?
I think I'm okay. I don't want to keep trash talking the show too much. I'm thinking I'm just gonna keep moving through and hoping for the best.
Alright, well, this has been Stone-Faced Reactions. I'm Theta, that's Chey. We'll come back for whoever is left watching this stuff. Whoever
actually... All 3 of you, baby. See you next time.
There's a percentage of people who stick through to the very end of the episode, which I can't be unsure. That isn't just autoplay when people are asleep. So, we'll catch you next time.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?